Time, space, reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prison of endless possibility, where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities, creating alternate worlds from the ones you know. I am the student. I am your guide through one of these new realities. Follow me as we ponder the question, what if? Shit, I'm dreaming. Fucked up things happen when I'm not careful when I dream.
My, such language.
Who the hell are you? Jesus Christ, it scared me half to death.
Certainly not him, that's for sure. No, I'm sort of you, but better.
I once hit a man with a fish for less of an insult than that. Why are you here?
When our dear Lillian went to school, do you know what she went through?
No, we weren't talking. I was upset with her.
Of course, she abandoned you. Would upset anyone. But the things they did to her, the harm they inflicted, the scars, both physical and otherwise, she needed help.
Yeah, well, she had her new boyfriend to protect her. It was his school anyway.
Yeah, not so much. That guy isn't really a doing sort. More of the turn the other cheek and sit around and wait for them to nail you to a hunk of wood sort, actually.
I never liked that guy. What do women see in him?
I know, right? Well, there was Lillian needing something to believe in. And it turns out that one of her teachers was something of a, well, let's say, misguided appropriator of Norse mythology.
He was a raging white supremacist.
Oh, absolutely. They're just the worst. Bastards steal whatever they want from a culture and mess it all up. What?
Oh, just sounds familiar.
So Lillian gets a hold of one of this Neanderthal's religious texts, and in there she finds me, an old demigod for a new age.
I don't think you're older than me.
No, I would guess not. Hard to say? Nobody really seems to agree on when I first popped up, and anyone who has done research on you historically has been...
Massive white supremacists?
Historically.
So you're saying that Lillian ditched her new boyfriend and got a new boyfriend? You? And didn't tell anyone?
I'm not popular with the kind of people she hung out with. And she still did lip service to the socialist hippie do-gooder. But she listened to me, and I helped her do all sorts of wonderful things.
Oh, I do like the sounds of that.
So you can just move along, you feeble excuse for a demigod. Lillian is with me, feasting in Valhalla for all time.
Feeble? Could a feeble demigod do this?
Yawn. I'm saying yawn, so you know that I'm yawning. Limitations of your dream and all that.
What about this?
I am so gender fluid that I can't even understand computers.
Because you're completely non-binary.
Because I'm completely non-binary.
Fine. So you and I are similar. A bit.
A touch. If I were inclined to singing, I would say something like, anything you can do, I can do better.
It's a good thing that neither of us can sing then.
Quite.
But there are more than a few ways that you and I are different.
Obviously. Different upbringing from different roots. I tend to drink rather more than you did, for one thing.
Hey, I've been making up for lost time there. Ting. Splash. But I was thinking along more social lines. You're not much for getting along with anyone, are you?
Not really, no. Lone wolf sort most of the time. My family thinks I'm going to be the doom of them all, for no reason other than I will intentionally usher in the end of all times by betraying everyone.
See, big difference. I am all about the social. People love me. Well, I'm beloved by people at least. Less obligation.
Oh, low obligation is totally the way to go. Mad props.
And that means I have something you don't.
A hangover?
Friends. And one friend in particular that I can occasionally call in for a favor or two. We get along pretty well.
Brother, what are you doing?
Brother! What a pleasant surprise.
Get back to Valhalla this second, or I will drag you there by your hair. Again.
Fine. Fucking ox.
What was that?
Zap.
Duckling socks! I was just saying that I should find myself a nice pair of socks, with little ducks on them. Mother would love those.
Sure. Go. Now.
Raven, you owe me one.
Couple kegs of maple syrup and we're square?
My man.